Oaktown's 357 emerged from the Oakland scene at the exact moment MC Hammer's career was exploding. You guys remember the movement that Hammer had back in the day? He was everywhere. He had cartoons, toys, blankets. He was doing Taco Bell commercials. He was everywhere. And he was known for putting on massive shows with huge numbers of dancers on stage. And the woman who became Oaktown's 357 were part of that world before establishing themselves as a rap group. But when I spoke with Sweet LD from Oaktown's 357, one of the biggest subjects that came up was money. According to her account, despite being part of an increasingly incredible, successful operation, they didn't feel they were being compensated very well. Here's how she remembers it.
When Hammer invited me to be part of in one of his videos, he said specifically, clearly, would you like to be in my video? So for me, at that age, 22, 23 years old, I'm thinking of a cute video girl. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You put on an outfit, because videos were just becoming very popular. You put on an outfit, you're cute, you're the cute girl, or with the cute girls in the video. So I'm like, sure. There were two of us, my friend Carla. He asked both of us, and we both said yes. So before any of that happened, before the video ever took place, Hammer invited us to this location, and we started, quote-unquote, rehearsing. So for us, we don't understand what we're rehearsing for. We don't, what are we rehearsing for when all we're going to do is just be in a video dancing, you know what I mean, dancing around, or we're just eye candy. So this goes on for months, maybe even a year. We're not getting paid to rehearse. We're not getting paid to dance. So in his mind, he's 3 or 4 steps ahead of whatever it was he was explaining to us. So we had to get with him and say, listen, what is going on, because you only asked us to be in the video. Oh, yeah, but we doing this, and this first, and so on and so forth. I want y'all to be my dancers. Okay, well, if we're going to do that, we need to get paid. We didn't get paid. We were not getting paid. So when we got on the Arsenio Hall show, and let me be clear, we were not getting paid for rehearsals. We were not getting paid for local shows we were doing in the Bay Area. We were not getting paid. So when we got on our Arsenio Hall show, we don't understand how television works. We don't understand that when you're a hired artist, then you're paid for that show for your time being on the show. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that. So Cameron says, we have the Arsenio Hall show scheduled. We're going to go to L.A., da-da-da-da, this is the song we're doing, this da-da-da-da. Okay, got it. So we worked, rehearsed, got all the choreography down. We knew it was going to be da-da-da. We finished the recording of the show, and then, by the end of it, we're getting handed checks. And we didn't know that they were checks. So we opened it, and it was like, oh, what is this for? And someone explained what it was for.
Wow.
And myself and Lil P, we looked at each other and we were like, so we just got paid, to just do this on TV for like 3 minutes? So in your mind's like, well, what the heck is going on? Why is he not paying us? You know what I mean? So there was a very big disconnect with that. We had to really decide if we were going to continue working in the way that we were, under the conditions that we were. Because again, these rehearsals are intense. You're still traveling around the Bay Area to do radio, to do performances at schools and auditoriums, to take pictures. By now they had opened up the Truth store, so we're working in the Truth store, these kind of things. Now they paid us for Truth, but as far as performances, they were not paying us. So it was a lot to have to process and really come to terms with, like, are you going to stay with this? You know what I'm saying? So Little T is one of them that was just like, you know what? With everything else that's going on here and the fact that we're not getting paid consistently, she was out. And that's the truth. I mean, so when people say, something I have, it's just a trigger for me. When people say, well, Hammer, he was one of the most successful MCs or rap artists, da-da-da, and he had this and that, and he took care of all these people, I'm trying to figure out who did he take care of. Because I wasn't laying on my back. I wasn't lazy. I wasn't asking asking him for money. We worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody worked. You know what I mean? So, yes, he made that kind of money, but he took care of no one like that. But when you look at the fact that I started with him as he was selling things out of the back of his car, he was making it work. This man hustled, and we were not getting paid. The Hammer did not take care of us. That money situation was, listen, we need money for outfits. Well, I don't have it right now. Let's see what I can do, or see what you guys can come up with. You know what I'm saying? So there was no, dancers now get paid for rehearsals, they get paid to choreograph, they get paid for videos, they get paid for touring. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. No, that's not what we were getting paid for. So I just want that to be clear.
Yeah,
we were.
Yeah, that would never fly these days. That would never fly these days.
Oh no, they have unions now. They have all kind of dancers contracts where you can't. This is a totally different ball game right now. You understand what I'm saying? But back then, because you didn't know the business, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes you didn't know what your yes was really agreeing to. Yeah, you could be caught up, and it would get on the fly. Like I said, learning on the job is also learning this business on the job. What are you willing to take? What are you willing to put up with?
Yeah.
You know, how far are you going to commit to this, seeing the situation? You know what I'm saying? So not speaking negatively about him, that is what we were raised in this business. You know what I'm saying?
That's the real of it.
It is what he did. He's not the only one. You know what I'm saying? And this is not new. You know, artists back in the day signed contracts, go on tours, and would not get paid. The record company's getting paid. You know, the manager's getting paid. But the artist is not getting the money that they need to survive. This is why you call it the chicken circuit, because they had to go from place to place to place to eat for their performances. That's a lot of times what happened. You know, they were not getting paid. Their pay was to be able to stay somewhere and to eat the food, a meal. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those businesses where you really have to know. You got to know it. And unfortunately, in 2019, I don't think a lot has changed unless a person comes into it and they understand the record label, the A&R, the manager, the road manager. Unless they understand all of that stuff, no. You know, a lot of this stuff is still happening. You know, so it was an intense. Like I said, on the fly, I decided to stay. You know, even though Lil P left, and it was myself and Terrible P, we kept thinking that the longer we stayed, the harder we worked, the better we surpassed whatever, obstacle they put in our way or whatever opportunity. You know, they said, well, you guys have this and this to do. Okay, we'll meet it and surpass it. We always felt like whatever we did, we would finally earn their respect, you know, and be treated differently. And that just was not the case. You know, it just wasn't the case. So in doing so, the hard work, our work ethic, our creativity, all of those things, they were able to shine through in our videos and in our music, and we still have fans to today. So for that, you know, being pressed into a diamond under that pressure, I can thank him for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't negate what I went through, that struggle, by saying he took care of me. No, sir. He did not. No, I was not an invalid. I was not sick, thank God. It was none of those things. We were fighting for respect. We were fighting for support, just encouragement, just any of those things. That's what we were fighting for in everything that we did. You know, so even though we didn't always get it in the way that we thought we should from those people handling our careers, like I said, we have fans to this day. We have respect from artists in the music industry to this day, even though they didn't get to know us. That's another thing. You know, he kept us so under wraps. We didn't get to make any network connections with people in the business.
Interesting.
Yeah. So people think that we were not approachable. They felt like we were standoffish. It was none of those things. It was just the way he dealt with us and felt that he needed to keep control. That if anybody got close to us,
they would snatch you up?
They could infiltrate. No, not really snatch us up. I think that was part of it, but they felt like they could infiltrate, the organization, know the secrets of the organization. It's like nobody's got time. For that. You know what I mean? So it was very interesting. It was very, now again, it had its beautiful side, but you know, that's the stuff we were dealing with. If you're looking at Walt Disney and Disneyland, you know there's things that's going on behind the curtain to make it look pretty to you, for you to spend your money to go see it. But behind that curtain, it could be a drunk handling that that clown suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just don't know. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff we dealt with.
Money wasn't the only issue. Another subject that came up during our conversation was songwriting credit. Oaktown's 357 recorded songs like Juicy Got You Crazy, We Like It, and Turn It Up. And according to Sweet LD, there was something happening behind the scenes that fans wouldn't necessarily have known about. They say Hammer would sometime receive and claim credit for lyrics that they actually wrote. That's an important distinction because songwriting credit isn't just about whose name appears on an album. It can affect publishing, royalties, and ultimately how an artist's contribution to music through history is remembered. So I asked Sweet LD from 357, Oaktown's 357. So I asked Sweet LD from Oaktown's 357 about Hammer's involvement in their music and who was actually putting those words on paper.
He had a record deal with Capitol, and Capitol wanted him to come with more than just himself. So he offered a female group, which was Oaktown 357, myself, Gerald P, and Lil P. Lil P was the cornerstone centerpiece to get her rapping, and I was like, okay, let's give this some work with the three of them. And we got in the studio, and he gave us the opportunity to write. So we co-wrote some songs with him and got on the mic and just did our thing. And surprisingly enough, it was received really well. So there was some talents that we had not expected to explore, that when it was given, the opportunity was given to us to actually do that, outside of just dancing, we jumped at it. So it was cool.
Did he write like all of your early stuff, or how did the writing process come? It's not easy to jump into rap.
No, it's not. But I had some experience with writing poetry, so some of the stuff helped me with rhythm, with rhyme. And then he did write a lot of it. He says that he wrote all of it. Hammer did not. So I'm just going to tell that he could get on here and argue, and we would all argue him down. But he did not. We all co-wrote with him, because that's a man writing for women. So you really can't do that from the woman's perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. He didn't do it all.
Whatever issues may have existed behind the scenes, there's one thing that's difficult to dispute. MC Hammer took performing extremely seriously. I never got a chance to check out a Hammer show, but I've seen YouTube videos. I've heard stories. And his shows were elaborate, to say the least. If you watch those old Hammer performances today, the energy is still incredible. These weren't performers casually moving around behind a rapper. Yo, what up, my new? Yeah. Nah, man, they were doing full choreography. Sometimes while Hammer himself was dancing just as hard while he was rapping. Hammer was something special. And getting the show that tight required some serious rehearsals. For the dancers, that meant long hours, physical exhaustion, and being expected to perform at an extremely high level. Oaktown's 357 experienced that firsthand. And when I asked what those rehearsals were like, Sweet LD explained just how intense Hammer could be when preparing everybody for the stage.
Well, I can give him credit for having us change our perspective on dance. Now, you got to realize we were all club dancers. Myself, Lil P, Gerald P, Ace, all club dancers, even Hammer, all club dancers. So when it came to performing and having a stage presence, he just brought a different perspective, and it was based on his expectation, what kind of show he wanted to present. So he taught us positioning. He taught us kind of how to think of a song, to choreograph a song. You know what I'm saying? Not just out there dancing, but actually listen to it for chorus, for verse, for the breakdown, all of those little elements, any changes in the music, how to accent that. So there were different things that he actually brought to dancing for us. You know what I'm saying? And then the rehearsals were intense. It was like nonstop. So sometimes you could be in there anywhere from 6 to 10 hours, maybe 12 hours. You have not eaten. People are coming from work or school or whatever they did and trying to hang. So they were kind of grueling. It was no sidestepping on those. It was definitely grueling. And we kept each other in check. We tried to have as much fun as we could, given the circumstances. But, yeah, it was just, I don't know how else to say it, but it was a rude, hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Awakening. And we caught on really easily. We did not have trouble catching the choreography. He had things that he wanted us to do, and then we also created choreography to the music that he gave us. So he would come back, and he would say, let me see what you have. If he hadn't been there for the rehearsal to help create it, he would say, let me see what you have. And then we would show him, and he'd say, no, I want it bigger. I want this. I want it larger. I want it more intense. So there was just, learning on the job training. There we go. Yeah, for rehearsals. Now, it never changed. Once he started touring and we were touring with him and performing with him, the rehearsals never shortened. We'd often have to practice while we toured on the road. If he had any changes to the songs, how they were listed in the show, we'd have to change that kind of stuff up too. But he always wanted us to go into a show intense. He did not want to leave anything to question. It was high intensity. It was nonstop. You had to hit them hard and, get the job done. Also, what he did too is he started filming the shows, the video. He started having videotape done of the shows when we performed, and he would watch them afterwards to see what worked and what didn't work. And then he'd say, "Hey, you guys need to work on this," or "LT, you look tired," or move, stuff like that. So there was a lot. It was like a sporting, like playing sports. You're rehearsing, you're practicing, you're training, and then you watch back. You watch the plays back from what you were doing before.
Eventually, Oaktown's 357 would become part of something much bigger than their own group. A song that is one of my favorite songs of all time, a song that meant so much back in the day and still does. In 1990, some of the biggest names in West Coast hip-hop came together for the anti-violence record, We're All in the Same Gang. The project brought together artists from different parts of the West Coast rap scene at a time when Los Angeles and surrounding communities were dealing with some serious gang violence. The lineup was incredible. They had artists including NWA, Ice-T, King T, Tone Loc, Digital Underground, Young MC. I mean, come on. Above the Law, West Coast was running things. Body and Soul, JJ Fad, Oaktown's 357 were on that song as well. Think about that for a second. At a time when female rappers were still fighting for recognition in a male-dominated industry, Oaktown's 357 was included alongside some of the biggest names on the West Coast. And for them, being part of that record became an important piece of their legacy.
We did not have any clear inkling that we were going to be a part of that. Okay. There was an agreement between MC Hammer and Mike Conception and some of Mike Conception's people in Los Angeles. And Mike Conception was part of a gang, and he felt like something needed to be done on the lines of self-destruction that the East Coast had done. So he wanted an anthem, so to speak, in response to that, like that, and is showing all the unity with hip-hop artists from the West Coast. So, we were blessed. I mean, there's no other way to say it. When Hammer explained it to us, we were like, oh, okay, well, that's great that you're doing that. It's going to be a good look, whatever. And then he comes back, he goes, well, no, you guys will be part of it too. And we're like, what? Huh?
Nice.
Because Hammer was looked at as, he wasn't always looked at as favorable. He's from the West Coast, and so he wasn't looked at as like he was a true rap artist or MC or any of those things. And so sometimes people clump Oaktown 357 into that. So we kind of got both, where people love the group, And then sometimes they didn't. There was always some criticism, so we just didn't assume anything. If he was invited to do We're All in the Same Gang, I just thought that was dope, and it's going to be great. And then he said, you guys are going to be part of it. We was like, what? You know. So we had to kind of figure out what we were going to say. And then we get there. Now, this is one thing that I did have a little issue with, is what we were wearing.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so that was my, this is the hood in L.A.
You guys went to the projects, right? You paint the picture for them. You guys recorded this in I think it was Nickerson Gardens or something like that.
We did, and we did not know that that's where it was going to be. So there was a lot of details that were not shared with us.
Yeah, that's a big detail.
You know what I'm saying?
I live in L.A., and you got to warn me if we're going to the Nickerson Gardens, man.
Well, see, and we didn't have, we're not from L.A., so we don't know what's what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we have been there several times to film videos, but again, you're at a hotel, by the swimming pool, or you're driving down the street in, Beverly Hills or wherever it was they had us driving down the street, so you're not really familiar with all the little nooks and crannies of Los Angeles, Southern California. So when he said you're going to be part of it, we're like, okay, cool. Cool, that's great. We're shocked, we're excited, but whatever. And then he says, we got to film the video. So we're like, okay, what do we wear? He's like, 357 style, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then we get there. And I'm like, wow. We are so overdressed. I mean, like, just so, it was so uncomfortable. But I don't know to this day, honestly, if anybody had anything negative to say about us being there, dressed the way that we were. We were actually received really warmly. Even to the point where when it was performed on Arsenio Hall, we were again included in that. So we dressed totally different for the Arsenio Hall show. But, yeah, it was just a different, how do you say, this was almost like a welcoming from people that you normally would not have a certain conversation with. You wouldn't be in the same room with. You wouldn't be interacting or kicking it with. This is, again, L.A., hip-hop artists from L.A., and we had met Eazy-E and NWA. I'm trying to think who else we had met. Tone Loc, I think we had met. There's a few that we had met before, but for the most part, we had not met a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And they were really like, we were family. Oddly enough, it was like we were family, you know what I'm saying? And we were coming together for the common cause and to get this message out that we should be doing better. We should be better example, to the youth, and that we all can do better. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like interesting.
Yeah.
Not what I expected. It really wasn't what I expected. I really thought we would get looked at kind of funny, a little backlash, little cold shoulder. It was nothing like that.
Good.
Nothing like that at all. Yeah, it was like we're all here for the same cause. We're all doing our part, and your part, whatever you have to contribute, is welcome. So let's get this done.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was really cool.
Recording the song We're All in the Same Gang was one thing, but performing it on national TV, that was something completely different. Back then, the Arsenio Hall show was one of the most important television platforms black people had. I loved Arsenio Hall. I would stay up late and watch Arsenio Hall. And this is one show specifically that I remember being so excited about. When the West Coast Rap All-Stars were going to be on Arsenio Hall. It was amazing. And for Oaktown 357, imagine looking around that stage and seeing artists who are helping shape an entire generation of hip-hop. NWA, Ice-T, Digital Underground, come on, Tone Loc, Young MC. And there they are. Oaktown's 357 represent Oakland and female MCs on the same stage. So what was that night actually like from the perspective of someone who was standing right there?
I just got goosebumps again because we were nervous. They had already said how it would be that as your verse came up, you would come out. So we wouldn't all be out there at the same time saying it. It's just as that person's verse came, you would go out. You know what I mean? So we're having to follow, like Misha Lay and Eazy-E, all these people. I'm like, oh my God, but it was the second time, no, I'm sorry, that was like the third time we had been on Arsenio Hall, but in a different capacity.
Mm.
So we had been on Arsenio Hall twice with Hammer, but now we were standing on our own, stepping out on our own in front of the audience and having to perform this song. When I tell you, I could not be more proud of Oaktown 357 just for being in that element and just for being a part of that and just being able to contribute to that what is it, a trigger in a thought process that, oh, okay, we can do something, different. We can do something better. People do care. People are aware. You know what I'm saying? So it was like Arsenio Hall just kind of opened up doors that I don't think any other, outside of Monique, African American, and it's not just Arsenio Hall, because there are people that came before him, so I'm not, negating those in the past, like Flip Wilson. I'm telling my age, but you know what I'm saying. Those people that had television shows of their own, like Flip Wilson or whatever, but Arsenio Hall for our era, for my age,
was
like a Don Cornelius.
Oh.
He was like major, and I used to think that one day I'm going to be on Soul Train. Well, that happened. So to be on Arsenio Hall was just as major as my desire to be on Soul Train, but this time I'm not there as a dancer with MC Hammer. I'm actually there as an artist. There was so much going on for me and for Terrible T in that moment. And then to be on stage, and again, it is, what do you call it? It's this camaraderie. That's the word. It is a unified camaraderie. We are here to support each other. We have a message. It is imperative that we get it out, and we are showing up for our people. Showing up for ourselves, we're showing up for our people. To me, that was so powerful because I know Arsenio Hall reached a lot of folks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you go beyond the recording studio. Now you go beyond the video. Now you're on national TV, and it's like, oh, they're not playing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're not playing with the message, and so you had to stand in that, and it was just very empowering. I mean, it was just very empowering, and it was so easy. Like, usually if you get that many people together, there's some confusion, there's some drama, there's something. No, every time it was like really smooth as butter. It was just like, we just here to do this, So it was very powerful.
When people talk about MC Hammer today, they usually remember the parachute pants, the dancing, the massive record sales, and one of the most unbelievable rises to fame hip-hop has ever witnessed. Ever, ladies and gentlemen. But there were other artists inside that movement whose stories deserve to be remembered too, and that's why I love interviewing artists like Oaktown's 357. They went from dancers inside Hammer's organization to recording artists. They released their own music, they represented Oakland, and they stood alongside some of the biggest names in West Coast hip-hop history on We're All in the Same Gang. So show these ladies their respect. But their story also gives us another perspective on what was happening behind the curtain. Because according to the women themselves, there were questions about how much they were being paid, who deserved credit for their lyrics, and the demanding environment behind those famous MC Hammer performances. And that's why interviews like this matter. Thank you for tuning in to Dusty Vision TV. Please hit that like button if you have not already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, you just might appreciate this bonus clip I'm about to play for you right now. Think about the bills, gotta pay this rent. Call me Superman when the right Clark Kent. Still bleeds when the sky is blue. Everybody on the grass is green on another planet till they find out that Alice didn't really want to chase the rabbit, huh? Sharing now, lady kisses, Lord is my witness. The devil on my shoulder, mad that I ignored his whispers. I was in the dark, hanging out with God's mistress. That's my last Christmas. Was a shit on my wish list. Blah, 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 blah. Same old song. I can't find my way home. What's going on? Put my soul in the oven, let me try again. It's so hard trying to live a life without sin. Alice didn't really want to chase the rabbit, huh? Sharing now, lady kisses, Lord is my witness. The devil on my shoulder, mad that I ignored his whispers. I was in the dark, hanging out with God's mistress. That's my last Christmas. Was a shit on my wish list. Blah, 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 blah. Same old song. I can't find my way home. What's going on? Put my soul in the oven, let me try again. It's so hard trying to live a life without sin. Oh, I put the breadcrumbs on the ground. Now show me that you can find your way home. Gotta find a way to get out and get some.
getting scary and so much dysfunction. It's all a part of the PLAN. Big bad wolf disguised
in sheep's clothing.
Over and over and over and over again. Jeopardizing our lives, breaking the hearts of men. Divided we fall, they conquer win. Developing ways to maintain dominance. I'm so serious, we gotta band together. We can't even organize crime, gotta do better. When it happens, all eyes on we. Back to the essence, I'm talking about sovereignty.
There's no religion in the wild. I put the breadcrumbs on the ground. Now show me that you can find your way home. There's no religion in the wild. God told me, little boy, you're on your own. I put the breadcrumbs on the ground. I put the breadcrumbs on the ground. Now show me that you can find your way home. There's no religion in the wild. God told me, little boy, you're on your own. Undertaker, coming through smoking on hella weed. Don't give a fuck about what the streets need. I'ma give my life to the moon above, and I'ma get so high that I'ma fly like a dove. And I'm chilling with Step, and I'm chilling with Bone, and we chilling in Steps home doing our thing.
Like deja vu in another town. Have you ever wiped the tears of a clown? Yo, jazz man still plays in the rain, and the players still plays through the pain. Everybody on the planet.
Beat the box non-stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Just seen for the seminar, we get to round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. Remove ring from your finger. Get down on your picture. Okay.
In my paper plane. The color.
And that picture, moving is red. Red, okay.
Perfect. Yeah, you coming fiery. Like that. In my paper plane.
I heard y'all shit. That was like, man. Was that running like Actually, I finished both verses last night, nigga. That's how Mr. Brock was in.
I'm sure working with y'all has made me nothing but better. Just going back 25 years, man. Like I always knew. I always knew I had to come with it. I'm like, Step's gonna come with it, Bone's gonna come with it. I have to come with it.
Honestly though, I mean, I love them all, but my favorite, nigga, a pack of gum.
You like that?
It's,
Good.
Oh my god.
Good. That's some funky. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And that all started with just freestyling.
Woo. This motherfucker right here, boy.
This is some pimp shit from yo. Yes. Dear, I know. Make you want to dance too?
Hell yeah.
My bird made it like mid-time. I felt like a starfish after I hit the ganja. And she was Jane Fonda, but that came from Rwanda. But I am such a loser, I couldn't get close to her if I wanted. So all I can only sing a song about it in my head, and hope that she can telepathically hear what I'm saying. Nah, then she'll see that I've been thinking about her when I'm playing with myself at night.
What binge watching friends?
Damn, I'm such a fucking joke. I got $20 to my name to fucking smoke. They say a Pisces and a Gemini clash. Maybe we can meet again next time the waves crash.
Soon as the sun goes down, I gotta fight the feeling too. Know I'm a little bit faded right now, but baby, I'm in love with you. Let's get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ain't got nothing in my pocket, but a 20 and a pack of gum, baby, pack of gum.
Reach down in my pocket, let me get that money for you. Got a napkin and chapstick, the bubble should show you how we came from the moment that we wake up. Call me Andrew Jackson and when to put on the makeup. A little bit like I want to live without having any stress, but
I heard y'all shit. That was like, was that running like Actually, I finished both verses last night, nigga. That's how Mr. Brock was in.
I'm sure working with y'all has made me nothing but better. Just going back 25 years, man. Like I always knew. I always knew I had to come with it. I'm like, Step's gonna come with it, Bone's gonna come with it. I have to come with it.
Honestly though, I mean, I love them all, but my favorite, nigga, a pack of gum.
You like that?
It's,
Good.
Oh my god.
Good. That's some funky. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And that all started with just freestyling. Woo.
This motherfucker right here, boy.
This is some pimp shit from yo. Yes. Working with y'all has made me nothing but better. Just going back 25 years, man. Like I always knew. I always knew I had to come with it. I'm like, Step's gonna come with it, Bone's gonna come with it. I have to come with it.
this bitch is ready to stage.
Soon as the sun goes down, I gotta fight the feeling too. No, I'm a little bit faded right now, but baby, I'm in love with you.
Nigga, that God.
Let's get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I ain't got nothing in my pocket but a 20 and a pack of gum.
Wishing I'm currently sitting in, got me thumbing through hella Benjamins. I'm on my end. Ain't no limit to spin and profit margins in it. So I'm not to spin it, so I'm trying to replenish. I step into the function with the double me twins. As juicy, I'm talking bubblicious. Never putting on the extra. Treat it like hubba bubba, baby, happy for breakfast. Blast off into the orbit. Ethanol 85, provided by long guys and mom partners and rhyme. We killing them every time. Every time we come through, 2 times I come to chew.
Let's say the sun goes down, I gotta fight the feeling too.
Right here.
No, I'm a little bit faded right now, but baby, I'm in love with you. Let's get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ain't got nothing in my pocket but a 20 and a pack of gum. Baby, pack of gum.
Which one you gonna do first? There you go.
I'm just gonna play the track so you can get your chops right.
Yeah. The situation I'm currently, the situation I'm sitting in. Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, ah, oh, ah. Sometimes why?
New York. Unique New York.
Let's get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ain't got nothing in my pocket but a 20 and a pack of gum.
Just play the end of the hook though, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
The situation.
Going into, I play the one going into your.
Through hella Benjamin, something about my yens. Ain't no limit to spend the profit much. The situation I'm currently sitting in got me thumbing through hella Benjamin, something about my yen. Yeah. Turn me up some more of my headphones, please.
Gotcha.
She said, I'm currently sitting in, got me thumbing through hella Benjamin, something about my yens. Ain't no profit to spend, and profit margins in this. So going off the spinach, I was trying to replenish. I step into the function, but the government twins. The situation I'm currently in. Situation I'm currently sitting in. The situation I'm sitting.
Let me back, just check some levels.
Hold on for a second.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
The situation I'm currently sitting in got me. All right, come on. Situation. The situation I'm currently sitting in got me. The situation I'm currently sitting in. The situation. The situation I'm currently sitting in got me thumbing through hella Benjamins. I'm about my yen. Ain't no limit to spend. The profit market's in this. So going off the spinach, always trying to replenish. I step into the function with the government twins. As juicy, I'm talking bubblicious. Never putting on the extras. I treat you like bubba, baby, have you for breakfast. Blasting off into the orbit. Ethanol 85, provided by clone twins. As juicy, I'm talking bubblicious. Never putting on the extra. Treat you like bubba, baby, have you for breakfast. Blasting off into the orbit. Ethanol 85, provided by clone guys. That are my partners around. We killing them every time. No limit to spend, and profit margins in this. So going off the spinach, I was trying to replenish. I step into the function with the Doublemint twins. As juicy, I'm talking bubblicious. Never putting on the extra. To you like hubba bubba, baby, have you for breakfast. Blasting off into the orbit. Ethanol 85, provided by clone guys. That are my partners in rhyme, killing them every time. Every time we come through, 2 dimes and gonna chew. Ooh.
And you're saying 2 dimes.
Shot after shot. Now you're bigger beat the box non-stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Just sing for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See you look with long way to go. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver.
Good on this. Let me get you. Let me get your levels one more time on this.
Yep. Let me get you in the. It's in the mood, set the mood right. You looking like a snack, let the bone get a bite. Look at there, come on, come on. Come on, sit down. Let me get you in the mood. Set the mood right. You looking like a snack. Let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight, ain't no rush in the vibes. Don Julio's on nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box. Now stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. You down to deliver. The mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure. The mood ring on the finger, mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure, right? Let me get you in the mood, set the mood right. You looking like a snack, let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight, in the rush in the vibe. Don Julio's on nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box. Now stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Can't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure?
Do that just a couple of more times for me.
Yeah.
Get that level.
Because I want to, yeah, all right.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Let me get you in the mood, set the mood right. You looking like a snack, let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight, in a rush in the vibe. Don Julio's on nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box. Now stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on the finger. You know,
Got it too.
the mood rings on your finger.
That was you.
I'm double timing it, so it don't sound. I mean, y'all would tell me if it was off, obviously.
Yeah, it sounds on me.
Yeah,
I don't hear
yeah.
anything at all. That would be off. Definitely let you know. Change the color.
Let me get you in the mood, set the mood right. You looking like a snack, let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight, ain't no rush in the vibe. Don Julio's on nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box non-stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower clip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure?
Damn.
One more time.
You know, I love that vibe that you kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. You're a little more.
Yeah, I'm trying to
You're
get
a lot
out.
more
Yeah.
calm. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what-
yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to debo the pussy.
Yeah. Give me that pussy, bitch. If you don't fuck, I'm
Right
right
now.
But no, that sounded good.
And just get right up in there, Bone. Yeah.
Let me get you in the mood, set the mood right. You looking like a snack, let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight, in a rush in the vibe. Don Julio's on nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box, now stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure?
One more time for me. Just trying to get you to match the level of the other one.
Pause it for a second.
Yeah.
When you say match the level, what do you mean, like
Because-
loudness or?
No, yeah, well, as far as like, I don't want the actual wave file to be too small because you're like half the level you were in the last song.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to turn the mic up to get that same profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you sound
it's
great.
definitely- all right.
Yeah, you good. You good. I'm just trying to bring it to match the same wave file. Just stay close to the mic. Stay close to the mic.
Let me get you in the mood, set the mood right. You looking like a snack, let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight, in a rush in the vibe. Don Julio's on nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box non-stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny. Ginseng for the we into round 9. Damn.
That's the vibe right there.
Yeah, that's a cool vibe. Very cool vibe.
One struck, I can't deny ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure?
Yeah, that was it, baby.
Good.
Okay.
That was it.
Set the mood right. You looking like a snack. Let me sit you down for a second, girl. Let me get you in the mood. Set the mood right. You looking like a snack. Let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight in a rush in the vibe. Don Julio's on nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box non-stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure? Sweet. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box non-stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. You down for the adventure?
Shit. Okay.
Let me get you in the mood, set the mood right. You looking like a snack, let the bone get a bite. Under candlelight in a rush in the vibe. Don Julio's so nice. Shot after shot after shot. Now you're begging me to beat the box non-stop. Your love got me punch drunk. I can't deny ginseng for the stamina. We into round 9. Ain't hit my prime. Got a long way to go. Hit you with a slow stroke. See your lower lip quiver. The mood ring on your finger. Get down for the adventure.
Okay.
I said blue. You said black. What if
Oh,
you said red?
yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The beginning or end or
Thank
something,
you.
or both.
Yeah. If,
Yeah.
I literally just.
You know what? I said red too, like I think at the end.
Did you?
Adventure. No, I didn't.
Oh,
but
okay.
I was thinking to say it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
You said blue,
I said
and you're
blue.
in the beginning. I
Yep,
said black.
and then
you should probably say red.
Yep.
Or just right before.
Yep.
Kind of like around where you said,
Hey,
this is
baby,
on the red.
blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right around there.
Yeah.
And I'll just double that up so that red comes through.
Fly away.
Let's hear. This nigga dog said.
Let's fly away. It felt like deja vu when
It's that subtle blue.
Yeah.
It felt like deja vu when another
And I'm actually gonna bring your blue up just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit. Black.
There you go.
So then yours. Just throw a red.
So you guys all did yours in the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it at the
Well,
end.
no, I mean, it makes
That's
sense.
fine.
I think I'll do it at the beginning just
Okay.
because, you stay in uniform. Then it'll make sense too.
Right.
Once somebody hear it again, they're like, oh, this nigga said the mood ring colors in the verses.
You ever wipe the tears of a clown? Yo, jazz man still plays in the rain, and the player still plays through the pain. Everybody on the planet has a chance to grow, even though Sundays seem a little slow. And the Blue Jays.
You know what I switch up? The beach is one of my, especially during the summer when it's hot.
Were
the
you
beach.
real? What'd you say?
He said where I'll write my verses.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Probably the beach. Shit, I try to go places where I, you know what I'm saying, like get some. I
Change
wrote a lot in
the
Italy. I have a notepad, and I'll just, if I think of a line, I'll just add it to my notepad. So I have like 50 lines. I go, that sounds cool to start with, and then it just goes.
How long is that the end into that verse or into the song? Yeah.
The
How long
outro
is
is
it?
probably about. Change the color. Let's put it in seconds.
Like it's like two eight
The
bars.
whole song right now is 2 minutes and 57 seconds.
Anytime you can.
Because it's a 16 bar hook,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna play it twice because it's already 16 bars all the way through. Yeah, so a little under 3.
3 minutes on.
Yeah,
That's perfect
yeah,
timing.
a little under 3.
Anything between 2 minutes and 3 minutes is perfect. Change the color. And if you ever, I always love utilizing a female's voice. So if you ever think of something Lila could say in it, or at the end, I'm just think of a little line or something.
Yeah.
Female's voice always breaks the monotony and makes
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that for like even when you say change the color. And a female just change, even if she can't sing, you don't
Yeah,
matter.
but just change anything. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. See something little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can play with auto
Think of
tone and
that.
use a female's voice.
Think of that.
Yeah.
That specific part.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Kind of break the
okay.
monotony of the hook.
Okay.
She's my mermaid like Minnetonka. Yeah. I felt like a starfish after I hit the gotcha. But she was Jane Fonda, but that came from Rwanda. But I am such a loser, I couldn't get close to her if I wanted. So I can only sing a song about her in my head and hope that she can telepathically hear what I'm saying. Nah, then she'll see that I've been thinking about her when I'm playing with myself at night while binge watching Friends. Damn, I'm such a fucking joke. I got $20 to my name to fucking smoke. They say a Pisces and a Gemini clash. Maybe we can meet again next time the waves crashes. Soon as the sun goes down, I gotta fight the feeling too. No, I'm a little bit faded right now, but baby, I'm in love with you. Let's get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ain't got nothing in my pocket, but it's 20 in a pack. Let me reach down in my pocket, let me get that money for you. Got a napkin and chapstick, the bubble should show you how we been from the moment that we wake up. Call me Andrew Jackson and when I put on the makeup. When I live the life I wanna live when I'm having stress, but I'm stuck in this matrix. This shit is a mess. I'm blessed, cause I open my eyes up, looking at the stars and wait for sunrise. Cause I'm feeling all the energy flowing over my body. Music is my passion, it's never been a hobby. This is my reality, using imagination. Step music in this bitch to radio station. Soon as the sun goes down, I gotta fight the feeling too. No, I'm a little bit faded right now, but baby, I'm in love with you. Let's get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ain't got nothing in my pocket, but it's 20 in a pack of guns. Baby, pack of guns.
Situation I'm currently sitting in, got me thumbing through hella Benjamins. I'm on my end up. Ain't no limit to spend, and profit margins in this. So going up the finish, always trying to replenish. I step into the function with the Doublemint twins. As juicy, I'm talking delicious. Never putting on the extra. To you like hubba bubba, baby, have you for breakfast? Blasting off into the orbit, ethanol 85, provided by grown guys that admire my partners and rhyme, killing them every time. Every time we come through, 2 times they gonna chill.
So as the sun goes down, I gotta fight the feeling too. No, I'm a little bit faded right now, but baby, I'm in love with you. Let's get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I ain't got nothing in my pocket, but it's 20 in a pack of gum. Baby, pack of gum.
By the time this one ends, it'll be probably about 3 minutes and 3 seconds once it ends.
As the sun goes down, I gotta fight the feeling too. Faded right now, but baby, I'm in love with you. Let's get out of here in 5.
I tells otherwise, look into her eyes, you can see the pain, even though it rains, it's still gonna smile as
Where did you write your verses at, dog?
Like where?
Yeah, like what setting? Where?
You know what? I switch up. I go the beach is one of my, especially during the summer when it's hot.
Where
the
you
beach.
read it? What'd you say?
He said where I'll write my verses.
Oh,
yeah,
oh, okay.
Probably the beach. Shit, I try to go places where I, you know what I'm saying, like get some.
James
I wrote a lot in Italy. I have a notepad, and I'll just if I think of a line, I'll just add it to my notepad. So I have like 50 lines. I go, that sounds cool to start with, and then it just goes from there basically.
There's no religion in the wild, God told me. Little boy, you're on your own. I put the breadcrumbs on the ground, now show me that you can find your way home. They say mannequins have feelings too, and the sun still bleeds when the sky is blue. Everybody on another planet till they find out that Alice didn't really want to chase the rabbit. Cherry now later kisses, Lord is my witness. The devil on my shoulder mad that I ignored his whispers. I was in the dark hanging out with God's mistress. That's why last Christmas was a shit on my wish list. Blah 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 blah, same old song. I can't find my way home, what's going on? Put my soul in the oven, let me try again. It's so hard trying to live a life without sin. There's no religion in the wild, God told me. Little boy, you're on your own. I put the breadcrumbs on the ground, now show me that you can find your way home. There's no religion in the wild, God told me. Little boy, you're on your own. There's no religion in the wild, God told me. Little boy, you're on your own. I put the breadcrumbs on the ground, now show me that you can find your way home. In another town, have you ever wiped the tears of a clown? Yo, jazz man still plays in the rain and the play is still